just pull some cards. I haven't done it for a while. Let's have a look and see what comes up, shall we? So, for the highest good of all, Spirit, what is the message that we need to know at this time? Okay. Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Strength card, the Devil, and the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles, sorry, underneath the deck. So the Nine of Pentacles is talking about being self-reliant. It's also talking about how do you kind of advertise what it is that you do. There seems to be some kind of discontentment, some kind of boredom with a situation, and you may have put up boundaries around that. Now, there is an offer coming in around that, I see, yeah. But there may be some kind of strategy, somebody's got to do in terms of the long term in order for this to move forward. Because we kind of have the Strength card versus the Devil here. So the Strength card is talking about our fortitude, but it's talking about removing the ego in some way. Whereas the Devil card is all about ego. It is moved from an ego point of view, or it only moves if it's for something materialistic or if it's something that's going to benefit it. There's a need to be kind of strong but gentle here for the people that relate to this Leo, this kind of strength energy here. Now the Devil is trying to control a situation, but it's not working. It seems to have backfired in some way. Someone is all up in their thoughts here. They know that they have to come up with this strategy in terms of for the long term. They know that with the Three of Wands, they also know that there's some kind of timing aspect. They're waiting for something to happen, or so that the next step can be done. There's an idea. They're waiting for an idea. This is like waiting for their ships to come in. But there's an opportunity that needs to be taken. This person's there waiting with their surfboard. They're waiting for the right wave to come along in order to move forward. So this person's coming up with an idea how to move forward, a strategy. But here with the Queen of Wands, we see something or somebody moving forward with passion, yeah? And because of that passion, they're kind of able to move mountains, so to speak. There's this courage, there's this, they've conquered something inside them in order to move forward. And they're ready to come forward with this offering here. This is like, it's like, I recognize your sacrifice and I kind of want to come in and make this offering to you. I see something in you that is driven by this passion. But it's something that works for everybody with the Six of Wands here. And there is also this kind of overcoming of the ego as well. It's like, this is like, oh, well, I got here because of you. I couldn't have done it without you. It's like there's this recognition, yeah? Giving somebody that passion. That passion was spurred by somebody, and somebody's giving somebody that recognition. They're saying, look, I recognize in you, this in you, and maybe that's what spurred me on in some way. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is very much somebody who's single. So there's a situation here where it's like they're wanting more. They're wanting something different. They're wanting something else. They're wanting something to change, yeah? And it's almost getting to that point with the Four of Cups where we're almost getting to the Five of Cups where there's that regret. So it's like, it's almost like throwing a fish back into the sea, but then wondering if you're going to catch anything bigger than that. Was it worth throwing it back into the sea? That's what I'm getting from that. Let's have some more cards. Keep the Nine of Pentacles there. I just saw the Two of Swords. So it talks about making a decision, releasing some kind of stalemate. There's a stalemate that's needed to be released, and that's bringing in that boredom and discontent. Somebody is kind of fed up of waiting, yeah. Also, the Nine of Pentacles is talking about like business enterprise, or starting some kind of entrepreneurial. Okay, we had about 4 try and fight me there. So, the Six of Swords. There's a transition that somebody's needing to make. Yeah, and it's not an easy transition. They're kind of, these worries are what's driving them. These nagging kind of thoughts, warnings, they're feeling like they're being pulled along by those things, but it's a transition. And the reason it's also so difficult is because it's something that they haven't done before. So this transition is becoming very difficult because they're kind of being dragged along. Their fears here, but then they're being dragged along by these kind of urges at the same time, you could say. We then have the Lovers card, which talks about being at a crossroads. Yeah, it talks about mutual attraction. It talks about seeing yourself through another's eyes. It's also about being able to recognize yourself. Also, how somebody recognize yourself in another, but it's also how somebody loves you is also how you feel about yourself. There's a connection between how you feel about yourself and love here. But this is a crossroads, a decision that needs to be made that often involves communication. And we also have the Eight of Wands, which is also a card of communication. Somebody's worried though. They're a bit hung up that somebody's not going to accept this Ace of Pentacles here, this offer. They feel like it's unstable here with the Hanged Man. But I do feel like somebody needs to change their perspective with the Hangman. They need to look at something from another way round. They may feel a little bit humiliated in a sense if this person doesn't accept this Ace of Pentacles here. But with the Eight of Wands and the Lovers card, I see this connection. I see a deep connection. The Eight of Wands is about falling in love. It's about going so fast that you can't kind of see anything else. Everything else is a blur. It's being in a ley line. It's like when you're with this person, all of these good things around you happen. And it's like somebody's feeling like that somebody else isn't going to recognize that with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Hanged Man. They're looking at it as though it's something that they've got to carry. It's a cross that they've got to bear, but this is pure love here. So let's have a look. Let's clarify the Three of Wands and the Page of Swords, because this is where they're having to make the long-term plans, the long-term goals. They're looking at the bigger picture. So let's have a look. Five of Cups, and we've gone from that Four of Cups into the Five of Cups now, which is more of a regret energy. It's more of a loss energy. If they stay there too long, they're going to miss that wave there. Let's clarify the Page of Swords. We have the World. They're having to bring something to completion. They're having to end some kind of karmic cycle. And when we say a karmic cycle, it's like a repeated pattern that we repeat over and over again. They're finding a new way to kind of cross over this bridge here with this Page of Swords. However, because it's a new way, they're still lacking a little bit of confidence. But that World card is talking about ending some kind of cycle in order to come forward. There may be something around boundaries that needs to be put into place here as well. Because the devil card underneath it as well, it may be somebody is controlling another person too much and they're trying to find a way out of it. We have the Ace of Cups here, which is pure love. This is a devotion. This is being baptized. This is your cup runneth over. And it comes from this healing here. Now, the Strength card talks about healing our root chakra. It also talks about the lower chakras, the sacral chakra. But it's about intimacy. It's about closeness with the Ace of Cups. It's about having that strength, but also allowing somebody to get close enough to you here with the Ace of Cups. Let's clarify the devil. Ooh, okay, we've got the High Priestess. So, there's something going on behind the scenes that the devil doesn't want you to know. And it may be because of their ego. They may be the one that's very controlling, or they're being very controlled. Yeah. They don't want you to know how obsessed they may be about the situation. They may be trying to act aloof or cool. But really, what's behind it is this strategy, this plan that's coming forward. Now we have the Seven of Wands here to clarify the Queen of Wands. Now this is somebody that's not fighting against anything. This is somebody that's in deep meditation, deep reflection, yeah? And it's almost like somebody is coming here and presenting something to somebody with the Queen of Wands here. This is like a presentation, yeah? But it's also a mirroring, a reflection to say, like, I appreciate your energy. I didn't come here to fight. I came here to bring light. It's a very nurturing energy, a very loving energy. Let's have a look at the Six of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. Somebody may have been holding back, but it's once they decided to give to a situation that we had this reciprocity. We have this energy being put in, this balance of energy. This may be somebody trying to hold back, literally hold back their feelings. Even though behind the scenes all of this plans going on, it's almost like they don't want you to know that. It's like they hold off until the last moment. But I also feel like with the Nine of Wands, you may have also put up boundaries here, or you're waiting for a sign, you're waiting for the next movement. You're taking a pause, a reflection, yeah. Seven of Swords, yeah, because there was something that you felt maybe was quite devious. There was a sign, there was a red flag, there was a warning. These ravens are clearly letting somebody know something's going on here. Yeah, I also learned that ravens are birds that will investigate. So if one of their fellow ravens has been hurt in some way, they will investigate how it happened and remember. They remember people. They remember people that have been nice to them. They remember people that haven't been. But I also see them as some kind of warning, a signal to beware. So they warn each other. They're very social. So this may be a warning that's coming in. It may be from... it may be that you kind of have to go against the crowd here with the Seven of Swords. Somebody may be telling you something, but then you're kind of having to go against the rest of the crowd. So there's this warning here. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles, working on something, bringing something together. This is about learning something. So we're taking something to the next level. Somebody may be learning something. They may be learning something from you, or they're learning a new way of presenting energy, because now we have the Eight of Pentacles instead of the Four of Pentacles. So they're learning that if they give double, it kind of balances things, or it brings in some kind of power couple or powerful connection. Oh, okay, all right, okay. All of those, really. So we got the Judgment card, and it is talking about a judgment being made, but it's after difficulties. Are you going to rise like the phoenix out of the ashes alone, or is there going to be some kind of reconciliation, some kind of bringing back together? This I also see as like a letting go of old wounds, especially with that Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords. It's letting something be in the past. It's listening to a higher calling as well, so forgiveness may be necessary. We then have the Temperance card, which is about finding some kind of balance, some kind of healing as well, but it's also about getting between 2 points. And often when we're in the middle of those 2 points, we can kind of look back at the past and kind of be drawn back to it, as though we're at that midway point where we're working towards the future as well. I also see it as somebody balancing their, not only their light energy, but their dark energy. They're working out, how can I be me but still maintain some of my shadow aspects that I haven't quite worked on, or that I actually like about myself. So it's somebody trying to find that balance. We also have here, okay, so we have a no here, or a lack of action from this King of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody is being quite stoic. They're being quite laid back. And in some ways, I feel it's to trust your loyalty, or to trust whether you really want them or not, because I feel like they're trying to hold back, or there's this game of holding back to see how long before somebody breaks, let's say. We then have the Seven of Pentacles and the Empress. Yeah, this is something that they've worked on a long time. Yeah, this is something that has grown roots, deeper roots than maybe this person is showing, this Empress. Yeah, this is like pruning some kind of bonsai for the future. It's like looking at the longer term goal, looking at, all those roots, that it's building roots, not wanting to clear away things because it's established such roots, such power. Somebody is very much seeing somebody as the Empress, as somebody who they want to birth something with, create something with, build something with. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is taking something to a next level. So this is taking a commitment to a higher level. It's also a reunion card, or it's about some kind of celebration, some kind of achievement, some kind of progression, because we do have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. So it's learning not to throw something away, something that had roots, something that could be built upon. And it's finding a new way to deal with this situation, coming up with new ideas with the Page of Swords, new ways to communicate, I'm hearing as well. Trying to find a way to stay balanced emotionally in the connection as well, without throwing it away. Building something solid, something that has a foundation, and it's because of this situation. We then have the Page of Wands, which is the communication, the energy put in, and it's like somebody's coming in full force here with the Page of Wands. They're wanting to investigate an energy, they're wanting to prod an energy, they're wanting to see where things lie, is what I'm hearing. Let me take some energy cards in a second. Five of Swords, they're all in their head about whether they should communicate as well. It's like here, they they was expecting an Ace of Wands, but I feel like when they come in, they want to come in much more powerfully with the Page of Wands. Yeah. They may have let go of some burdens. They may be feeling some kind of freedom. But mentally, they're still kind of feeling in their head about a situation. Now, let me take some energy cards, some wisdom. Okay. So, let's have a look at the overall energy. Okay, we've got two. So we've got receptive or yin energy, feminine energy, waiting for things to come in, waiting for signs, waiting for signals. But we also have this energy here that's opposite. Like this energy is being receptive. It's being in a very listening, kind of caring mode, let's say. Because this energy is feeling abandoned. This side of the energy is feeling abandoned, and this side of the energy is trying to, or should be trying to, stay in a more receptive energy, because this person's kind of dealing with some heavy things here. Now they may be letting something go, and in letting something go, it's triggered some kind of abandonment, or they feel like they've been abandoned in a situation, when really this situation here is somebody's just being receptive. They're waiting for somebody to heal. They're waiting for this thing to take place. They're waiting for signs. They're waiting for symbols. Let's have a look underneath the deck. And we have the tribe. Now the tribe talks about things coming in. Your tribe coming in, the people that are supposed to be around you. Now, to me, with the orphaned card as well, I feel like somebody's realizing who their tribe are. They may have had to let a few people go. They may have lost people from their tribe. So with the yin card, if we balance that, we're also finding flexible. So being flexible as this person heals, as this person goes through this energy, because I feel like they're going through a loss of people around them. It's like the people around them aren't who they thought they were. The people around them are no longer in alignment. The people around them are going through some kind of reshuffle, but it's in order to create strength or abundance or power with number 8 here. Whereas 5 is the chaos. That's the reshuffle. That's when we've thrown the dice up in the air, but we don't quite know where they've landed yet. So it's somebody going through that reshuffle energy, going through that energy of feeling like they've just been shuffled, but things haven't quite landed yet. So, and that's around a tribe here. So somebody else is being asked to be receptive. Now, let me take... So, let's just take a couple of romance angels here. So, we've got release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So, somebody may be releasing an ex as well with this tribe card, an orphaned. Or maybe their tribe or the people around them are against them releasing this ex. We have keep an open mind on the side of the yin or the feminine energy. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel like somebody's going through a major transformation, and that's where you're having to keep the open mind, and that's where they're going to differ from your previous expectations, I feel. We've got romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this person is also coming to terms with feelings that they have. Once they're clearing this energy, it's also leaving behind this love energy which they're having to look at. Okay. We then have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you are being guided to take. And underneath we have past life relationship. You two have known each other before. So, my lovelies, on that note, in fact, I'm going to take a healing meditation card. grab one here. And we've got be calm. Trust comes from within. Be calm. Trust comes from within. So on that note, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.